Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Once again, I'm back with a new segment on Ramadan TV International to help us have a better Ramadan, a better fast, and really a better altogether lifestyle while we are fasting. Today, I want to emphasize on the importance of rehydrating the body, meaning replacing the water content. All of you, I'm sure, already know that our bodies are comprised largely of water only. And although there are other materials, it's the water that they are all absorbed or they are sitting in the body, and that's the shape that they sit in. And for those who cook, you will know this. Whenever you cook meat, you see the meat become much smaller once it's cooked because the water is gone. So what about Ramadan? How do we replace water? Because our normal requirements for an adult, male or female, between 2.5 to 3 liters of fluids. Doesn't have to be water. It can be fluids that comes from juices. It can be fluid that comes from fruits and vegetables. But it should not really predominantly come from caffeinated drinks like tea and coffee. And I'll tell you in a minute why that is. First, I want to just emphasize on how you actually replace this water. Well, because in North America, we are actually fasting between 16 to 17 hours. So there is really very little time to replace that fluid. So my suggestion for my audience is take a fixed amount, measure it in the morning, and have it being sitting right there where you're doing your iftar, your sahri, and drink it and sips in between while you're taking your main sahur. For the evening, if you are going to the masjid, and even if you are not, there's about 1.5 hours to 2 hours before Isha times, evening prayer time comes in, and most of us after that usually will not be up for much longer. So you've got about 2 hours. So if you actually take another 1.5 liters of water, and if indeed you do want to drink juice, you can drink juice too. My reluctance with making people think that replacing tea and rather using tea and coffee as replacement for water is because those two things actually make you go to the washroom. They're actually diuretics in medical language, which means although you feel obviously sustained and there is a certain amount of, if you like, need for that caffeine that we've been using during the whole year. But my suggestion for my audience would be to use it in about half the amount that you normally use and try and use in a smaller cups. Don't use large cups if you can avoid it. The second suggestion I have is when you use fresh vegetables and fruits, try and cut them up so they are easily chewable and they release their water easily. And really chewing well is a big part of being healthy. Unfortunately, we don't realize food does not really get digested well unless it's chewed well. So it's really got to be made into a pulp so that you can enjoy the goodness of it. What goodness am I talking about? I'm talking about antioxidants. Things that heal the body. All of us during Ramadan in particular, I'm sure you know of several studies which tell us now scientifically that fasting is one of the best things you can do for yourself to stay healthy. And you avoid major diseases like diabetes, heart disease, even cancer. So I think it's well worthwhile replacing our water in an intelligent manner over the period of time that we're able to eat and drink. So again, I will repeat what I said, about 2 liters of water, whether you take it in the form of juice, whether you take it in the form of fresh fruits and vegetables, and you can take plain water as well. I would avoid the pop and the soda, the highly sugared drinks or roux afza and other varieties that make things tasty, but in fact are very high in sugar. So once again, I want to finish by saying, enjoy your Ramadan, replace water, make sure you take adequate amounts of fruits and vegetables, 3 to 5 servings per day, and avoid high amounts of caffeine in your diet. Until the next time, have a great Ramadan.